So hey everybody, that Smallville episode that I used right there at the end, the one where they show Lois Lane, drawing the connection that Superman is Ra, or today we call him the Rain Man, because all rappers have taught us, to give money, praise to praise the Rain Man. He makes it rain dollars and stuff like that. And you've seen people have put together, Ra is like everywhere. As far as today, we still recognize him. We just don't know it. That one guy he showed, was it the Rain Man, right? The movie The Rain Man. He broke it down. Rain Man means Ra in man, kind of like the Son of God is in you when you accept him. But anyways, getting back to this, that episode, Lois Lane is hanging on a cross in a cornfield. It reminds me of a scarecrow, and it reminds me of the straw man and what we have to do with our straw man so we can settle all debts, right? And so on and so forth. But there was a point after Superman saves her and saves the city, Metropolis and stuff like that, that Lex Luthor is dying in his arms, and he's telling him, hey, your biggest problem is your pride. Even though, he tries to act like he's humble all the time, he still has a big ego. He just puts it off as meekness. He tries to cover up by acting like woe is me all the time, even though it's like it's a reversal of, this is what I'll do to protect my pride or my ego. And he said something that out of all the 7 deadly sins, pride is the worst of all. Now, I'm not big into this stuff. I always felt like this is just something the Catholics put together. When I started thinking about it, just trying to put it in perspective, I started thinking about, okay, behind greed, right? Isn't there a pride thing where it's like, yo, look at me, or look what I need, look what I want? Lust, right? Isn't it, oh, look what I want him, or I want her, or I want them, right? Envy. Envy, I guess, is sort of like lust. It's still what you want, right? Gluttony. I can't have enough. It's still about me, I. Wrath. Oh, you scorned me. Have I really exalted all other ways to, alleviate the problem? No, I just want revenge, and I want it now, right? And sloth. I don't want to do it. Why should I help you? Why should I help the community? Why should I try to build a community? What good is it going to serve? You sit back and just think about it into yourself. There's always that, in the back, it's always me, I. And I wonder if it is true, if pride is the root of it all, though. Like, for instance, this is what I was also thinking about, right? We're in a way where they took, this is going back to Deuteronomy 28, and I'm not trying to take things out of context, but just hear me out. We're in a way where they took the first, what should be first, and they put it last, and what's last they put first, right? They list, what was it, in what order is it? They list gluttony first. Or here they put lust first. They don't put pride at the top. Pride is like, the 5th? Yeah, it's way down there. Yeah, it's the 5th. So as I'm thinking about it, right? They almost hide pride. They almost hide the idea. If you are someone that, is big on this stuff, that you don't think about pride being the worst of all. You think about lust and the gluttony first and so on and so forth. You don't think about pride being the biggest problem, the root of everything that's behind it all. And I was thinking about something else as that came to mind, was the whole, that song, I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. Well, you're not free, but you can't tell them nothing. You can't tell them that they're not. They'll want to fight you or even kill you if you say, hey, you're a slave just like everybody else. 14th Amendment, Oh, no, I'm not. My daddy fought in the war. My granddaddy fought in the war. We were hard-working people. It don't matter. You signed yourself up for it. You're a slave. Oh, I ain't no slave. I ain't no slave. I ain't never been no slave. Well, yeah, you have a social security number, right? Do you even own your own name? What did Ludacris say? How can you own 3 cars but not own your own name? Right? Think about it. So they are, they all proud in their heart. This is America, greatest land on earth, or a country on earth. It's not even a country, it's a corporation. Greatest country on earth, strongest world military, blah, 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 blah. But yet, as you research and you just dig into this, you can find out it's not even what they seem. It's a house full of cards. It can come down in a matter of seconds. But let me see here. And then I thought about something. What did Jesus say to the Sadducees and Pharisees? He said, you have your father's spirit, the devil, in you, right? And I thought about it. Pride. That was his biggest problem, right? That's Hillel's biggest problem. And thou hast saith in in thy heart, I will ascend into heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars of God. I will set in the mountain of the hold on. I want to make sure I get that right. Bear with me. Covenant. See, I didn't want to. I will set in the mountain of the covenant in the sides of the north. And then they give us, I was reading through here, they give us plenty of other verses, and look, Obadiah and Ezekiel, I think it was up here, they actually said the same thing. No, it wasn't. Where was it? Jeremiah, where they talk about those that have, lived in the cliffs of the rock, who dwell in the cliffs of the rocks. And they basically have the same mindset in Obadiah. But no, I was just reading that, and it's just, it's obvious. Pride is the problem. And it's just weird that at the same time, even though, the whole song, or the whole rap beat didn't really, talk about nothing, I really felt. But it's weird that they would put out, for us to be humble, while everybody else is swollen in their hearts and they're proud. I'm proud to be an American. I'm proud to, about the police and the military and all this other stuff and red, white, and blue. And, it's also something else that reminded me of Jesus said, or was it Paul who said, faith without works is dead? Oh, no, that was James. James says faith without works is dead, but works without faith is dead. It's like, and why I say that is, they hand over heart, hat off their head, toes on the line, proud to be an American. Ask them to quote you the Constitution, can't do it. Ask them to quote you the Bill of Rights, can't do it. So what are you proud of? Just a symbol and an idea. But when you're asked to uphold the values behind those symbols and idea, oh, can't do it. You're asking too much. Nope. That means I got to treat you like you're a person and we're an equal. You can't do it. Nope. Just honor my flag and shut up. It's pride, the idea that, oh, you're a 14th Amendment slave like everyone else. Oh, God, there's no way I could be a slave. No, I'm white. Never heard of it. This is stupid. I'm getting carried away. There was, what was it? There was something else I had found. That's why I wanted to pull up. I can't even remember what it was. There was something else I wanted to pull up because I had carried off in these conversations, talking to myself. Because there was something that led me to the, it was going to lead to Jeremiah. There's something I had read. Just read it too. Hold on. Just let me see if I can find it. Vision of God in the land. Oh, here it is. In the visions of God, he took me to the land of Israel and set me on a very high mountain. A very high mountain. Now, and all that, what we call Israel over there, Palestine, show me the very high mountains. Or a very high mountain. Because it seems like they're just small hills, like Pennsylvania kind of hills or Maryland hills. Because what I thought of was this very high mountain on whose southern slope was a... Sorry to do this to everybody. Just like I said, I'm trying to read what's there. So it's not taking it out of context.
Structure.
Structure. Just trying to read what's there, so I'm not taking things out of context. Was on whom's southern slope was a structure that resembled a city. Now tell me if that does not remind you of this. Very high mountain, right? Now I'm not sure which direction this is facing. Because I want to say this is south, but I'm not sure, only because of the direction the sun, but the sun could be shining from the west. That could be the west, this could be the east, that could be north, and this could be sitting in the south. That's how I looked at it. Right? So just that's what I thought of when I read this, you know. Oh, I'm sorry, not wrong. There we go. And just to end this this video is here, I wanted to show a lesson because I've been, you know, it's always on my mind that I want my people to learn this stuff.
My name is Richard Acuna from Champion Martial Arts in Miami, Florida. Today we're showing you beginner's judo. This next clip we're going to concentrate on sweeps. The first sweep we learn in judo is called the ashiwarai, and it's a very easy sweep, but it's very effective when somebody is standing in the wrong position. Now we're going to show it. First of all, we get our grips, our legs are in front, and if he slightly comes in a little bit forward with his leg, I sweep. Now, remember, there is no kicking, it's not a kick, it's more of a sweep. More of a sweep. And in judo we have something called kusuchi, which is the breaking of the balance of your opponent. So when I see his foot in front and I want to sweep it, I usually break the balance,